We'd been dreaming about coming to Japan for years, and when we finally got the chance to come here, we thought we'd start it in the perfect way. A road trip around Okinawa. We had everything booked, we had our plans, we were ready to go, and then we found out we couldn't actually drive here. Because apparently, I had the wrong license. A tiny detail that the rental company just forgot to mention. So, our first ever trip to Japan wasn't exactly going to plan. But what started as a complete disaster ended up becoming one of the most special experiences we've had. Because if we'd gone on that road trip, we probably never would have met the people we did. We stayed in locals' homes, shared meals, got invited into people's lives, and somehow in a place we'd never been before, we found a little family. Actually quite a big family, with huge hearts. People who welcomed us, helped us, showed us their Okinawa, and made us feel at home. And looking back now, maybe losing that road trip was exactly what we needed.
This place is a dream. I want to live here. The view, the place, it's super clean. It's gonna be such a contrast to what's happening next. To a beautiful 3 months in Japan.
I second that, my love. Itadakimasu!
Itadakimasu!
Oh. Good morning from Kori Island.
Good morning. How did we end up here?
I don't speak English.
We don't speak any Japanese yet. And these guys don't speak English, but they have come to pick us up. So sweet. All of a sudden, we've just been swept under the wing of the Okinawan people. We had planned our whole Okinawa trip around a car rental company to come here and to travel around Okinawa and camp with the car, and we were so excited for that experience. But unfortunately, when we arrived, we were actually through the whole process and just about to get the keys to just hop in and go. They asked for my license, and we realised that I have the wrong license. So the IDP that I had been travelling with is valid for a lot of countries, and unfortunately Japan is not one of those countries, and I guess the responsibility lies with both parties. We were really sad because the rental company didn't tell us this, so unfortunately the whole Okinawa trip has changed, and we're going to be leaving Okinawa in a few days just to go to mainland Japan, and maybe we come back and visit Okinawa in the future.
For sure.
There's a life lesson in there, guys. Live life.
Yeah, we thought it was raining, like, should we go? And then we thought, why not go for a swim? We don't have our swimming stuff, nothing, but let's just do it.
So many times on the walk, even from the moment we stepped out the door, we thought, should we just go back inside? Let's not go.
The wind was crazy.
Was crazy. It turned the umbrella almost inside out. Should we go back home? But we kept on going. We got to the beach. We're alone on the beach. And why not? This is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And this is what life is essentially all about. You know, there's so much going on in the world, so much politics and stuff like that, but just go to the beach and have a swim.
Wow.
The matcha is absolute perfection.
Honestly, every single bite and sip here at Bloomhouse has been incredible, so we highly recommend visiting this place.
But also, I think, maybe we spoke about it earlier, but I think I just want to talk about the lesson here. We had a disaster yesterday when we couldn't rent the car, we couldn't go on that adventure that we've been planning and dreaming of for how long? And we've just been taken under the wing of Okinawa. The people here are super, super sweet. And just by being open and saying yes, we've had people reach out and say, do you want to go on an adventure? So tomorrow we start a new adventure. And people offering for us to stay with them, with family, with friends. And I think that's part of the adventure. And after 4 years on the road, we've just learned to go with the flow.
It is way too late and we have to wake up very early for an adventure tomorrow, so...
Yeah, so from our little futons, is this what you call this? Futon?
Maybe.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, my love.
Good night.
You want to do this?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Before we arrived in Okinawa, we literally knew nobody here. Believe it or not, only 5 days into our trip, we're going on a family day out, which means we officially have a family in Okinawa.
Yay.
The Uchi family. Uchi fam!
They're amazing. Yay. Sandwich, tamago, kudasai.
On this journey, we're going to be looking for the Yamburukuina.
Yes, it's an endangered bird.
I'm not sure if it's endangered, but it might be endangered because the snakes kill the Yamburukuina and the mongoose kill the Yamburukuina. Mongoose also kill the snakes. So there's a lot of mongoose traps, but we're on the lookout for this rare Okinawan bird.
And actually, we saw one crossing the road, but we were too late to capture.
They're quite fast.
Yeah.
Yamburukuina.
This place is beautiful! Wow, our first stop and it's amazing! We're like floating above the forest.
These guys are here to collect lots of bottles of spring water, I guess, just to take back home, because why would you not? It's like beautiful, pure, fresh mountain water.
We feel so blessed to be able to spend this time with this beautiful family.
Yep, they're amazing, so much fun. And I've just brought us to some beautiful locations. First we went to the mountains, and now to the ocean. Perfect way to start the day. And to start your second full day of being 35, how does it
Yeah,
feel?
good eh? I like it.
You need your Zimmer frame?
Not yet.
No?
No,
You anything like that? No, you're good?
no, I'm
Okay.
good.
Now she's 3 years older than me. Oh, 3 years! First one. is an iboyomori, which is an endangered species.
That? This one, that?
Oh. Oh, apparently he's dead. Oops. Okay, so maybe they just became a little bit more endangered. Little guy.
Ah, yeah?
いたよね。いたよね。早かった。はいや。見えた。見えた。一瞬。二人見えたかな。They disappear so fast.
Behind us right now is Japan's oldest convenience store. It's over 120 years old and still open. Let's go inside.
They actually have so much in here, from jackets to household stuff to cookies to really nice sweets.
They also have little princesses.
Yes.
And an even littler princess.
つまずいた。
We made it to the most northern point of Okinawa.
Cape Hedo. Such a beautiful spot, and apparently people come here to watch for whales, turtles, sharks.
But today the ocean is a little bit choppy because of the wind.
Yeah.
So
But it's so nice to be here, so relaxed.
yeah, so nice that Uchi just brought us all the way here. I think in 1 hour we have to be back at Bloomhouse for lunch.
Let's go.
Nice, very nice.
すごい。あ、かだ。
Bye, my love.
I've had this backpack for 12, 13 years now. And I'm finally changing backpack as this one is completely done. And yeah, it's full of patches from my last 13 years on the road. But it's time to let go. And I have a very beautiful new backpack waiting for me. Wow.
My god, it is a mess.
Such an ugly backpack, eh? I think it's time for a new backpack. How beautiful! Matador, I love it. It's such a clean, minimalist looking backpack. And I also love the carabina. I'm happy. Bye bye!
Arigatou gozaimasu. また会いましょう。
Behind us right now are some of the most amazing smells because, believe it or not, we have our very own private chef for tonight.
His name is Ryu, and he's here to make us an amazing dinner.
The smell. Wow. I'm so excited.
Same. Well, dinner is ready, and they look like little masterpieces.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu!
Wow, I can't wait to try everything.
Same.
Wow.
Those flavors.
Rio is a real inspiration. Just seeing what he's prepared within such a short amount of time, actually. He just arrived, set up, and made artwork that tastes incredible.
Yeah.
I love it. That texture. Wow. Hey, my love. How's it going? Good. Crazy.
Wow! The water is so freaking blue!
Blue water.
Something about blue water.
Wow!
Feels so good to be back in the ocean.
And can you believe they say that this is only 30% of its real beauty?
Kori Island is definitely a place you should put on your list. It's so small. There's plenty of nice little places to stay and eat. And I think that as a day trip you could come, explore some beaches, swim in the ocean. Okinawa definitely has felt like a vacation in so many ways.
I cannot believe it's our last few days here. We're leaving in 3 days.
To Kagoshima, to mainland Japan, which is super exciting. But I think in the same time we've really built up such a beautiful community here, so many friends.
We're gonna miss this place.
It is a tropical paradise. This little guy, you see them all over Okinawa, is a shisa in that winter. And basically these guys are the guardians of the house, and you'll find them outside almost every single house, hotel, property. Usually when you're walking into the house, the female will be on your left and the male will be on your right. And how you can tell the difference is the female has her mouth closed and the male has his mouth open. Cool little guys. We've seen them everywhere in Okinawa. One of the things we never expected about Okinawa was just how quickly strangers could start to feel like friends. We spent time in some really beautiful hotels and found cafes we'd happily sit in all day. We tried Okinawan yam for the first time with hotel owners who welcomed us like old friends, and we shared meals with people who proudly showed us more of their island. And somehow we kept finding ourselves around tables filled with laughter, stories and food.
Chopsticks with curry. That doesn't work.
As we walked these beaches and watched another Okinawan sunset fade into the horizon, we realised that the places we remember most aren't always the ones with the best views. In fact, most of the time they're the ones filled with people who made us feel at home. We arrived here knowing nobody, and somehow ended up feeling that we had a whole community around us. And that's a pretty special feeling to leave with. Well, you might recognise the guys behind us.
Uchi fam.
We met them again because there's going to be a traditional Okinawan performance tonight.
Called Buyo.
Buyo. And they offered to come and pick us up and take us there. And on the way, we've stopped at Nakajin Castle. And unfortunately, it's closed. And I think we've missed something pretty cool. So it's just one more excuse to come back to Okinawa in the future.
Cannot believe it's our last evening here. Crazy. Let's go! This is the biggest boat I've ever been on in my life. Crazy.
What? You guys are the best. Do you have a family in Okinawa? Such beautiful people.
They're amazing. Like, there's such a good people out in this world, and just for them all to come here to say goodbye.
Aishiteru.